So first we're going to cap this hole. So come here to the top tool again, which is my gem. I'm just going to turn on solo. I'm actually just going to duplicate that just in case I need to get back to the original one. Turn off solo and then come over here and just turn on the borders. So you can kind of see I want this gem kind of to stop where this border ends, so I don't want to continue past this. Now one interesting thing that's in here that a lot of people don't use is underneath geometry there's this freeze subdivision levels. And what this does, if I click this, it throws this tool to the lowest subdivision. So you can see it's now down to the lowest subdivision. And now with this, actually I'm going to come here and turn off colorize quick just so I can see it in gray. And make sure I'm in there. So about 3 loops is what I want removed. Maybe 4 loops for this actual gem here. So I'm going to come in and just cut off about that much. This is Control Shift drag, and then once I get out here I'm just going to hold Alt to turn it red and then just click, and so I get a shape like this. Now with this freeze subdivision levels here, I can come in and now delete hidden on this mesh. I can also come up here or come down here to the modify topology here and do a close holes. And so all this is done without any of my top subdivisions being distorted. So this is a good way if you have a whole bunch of stuff sculpted on a model but you want to close a hole really quick, use this freeze subdivision level, and so it's going to retain that higher sculpting. And so now that I just cut off that portion, deleted it, and then cap the hole, if I come over here and just do unclick this, it's going to generate back my initial subdivisions, and it's going to give me this kind of new mesh shape with those changes made to the low resolution version. So it's a really good way to kind of fix stuff or fix problem areas on your mesh really quick without having to do a lot of rework on your models. So you can see now I have that kind of gem capped, and I still have it looking like a gem on the front with this nice smooth curvature that I had initially. Now I'm going to come in quick and just do a little bit of sculpting around here just to kind of bump the gem out from the extra inner borders. BCB to get the clay buildup brush. And I'm just going to come in and just do a little bit of sculpting here to kind of pull this out just a tad bit, and then I'm just going to smooth it. Now if you knew what your actual gem looked like too, and how you wanted it to fit, you could actually make this as accurate as possible on your model. I'm just going to smooth this out so it gets back to that kind of rough back gem shape that would be on this pendant. Just going to make sure it doesn't distort my front any. And I'm going to turn my colorize back on, so I'm come here and just click the paintbrush, and so now I have that gem kind of isolated. When I did that cap close holes, you can see that the matte cap didn't transfer to the new portion of the mesh that was there. So if I want this to look like the front, I need to come over here, select the green glass matte cap again, make sure M is on, and go to color fill object. And now if I go back to the gray, you can see now that gem is now green all the way around. So now I can turn back on my weave work, and you can see I'm starting to get that kind of pendant look with that rough stone on the back and then the nice and polished front. So it's pretty good. So we have a few more features to add. We have the actual loops and then the actual portion that attaches the chain, and then we should be done.